This is On the Red Carpet from Dancing with the Stars.
Hello there from On the Red Carpet at Dancing with the Stars. Well, week 3 is done and dusted, and it wasn't without its fair share of surprises, including Ray Lewis and Cheryl Burke having to bow out of the competition.
We're devastated about Ray. We love Ray, and he's so sweet. He's been a great part of this cast. And injuries, unfortunately, are a part of dancing.
It's so tough on this show because you're asking people to do something they've never done before, and whether or not they're active or not, dancing is so different than anything else.
It's definitely hard when the routine is kind of catered to what I kind of do best. Your health is your wealth. Like, if I'm not moving, if my foot doesn't move, that's a problem for me in my business.
At the end of the day, this is just a lesson for me as well. Like, sometimes I push my body too hard, and you really do have to listen to your body, or else it'll be a long-term effect.
When you can't do it, it's just a bummer, right?
It's horrible when someone leaves the competition, and I'm always very careful with this one. I always ask her if she's got an injury before we do any trick or try anything. I'm like, okay, does this hurt? Does this hurt before we do this?
What are you doing to make sure he doesn't become the next victim that has to fall out of the show?
Honestly, he really takes care of himself. Like, usually I have to get the celebrities a roller, and I have to make sure they stretch and cool down. But he's really, really good about that. Like, he's already has a chiropractor, and he's taking precautions. So hopefully he's got that.
We stretch, for about 30 minutes before we start training. So that's really, I tell him, if you're sore, ice, heat for sore muscles as well. You got to get regular massages, all that type of stuff.
Knock on wood, I don't really feel that concern with James because he really does come into rehearsals and we spend a good half an hour, probably about half an hour, right?
Yeah.
Stretching.
First of what will be many theme nights across Dancing with the Stars, how did it compare having a theme to dance to versus just the dance?
To me, the whole theme was dedicating it to my wife, and so putting that very real emotional component into it.
We had a great song, and it was easy for me, I think, to remember my steps a little bit, even though I lost out a little at the end. And that hurt us, but we're on for another week, so I'm looking forward to that.
It didn't feel like an added pressure having it be movie week. It honestly helped me because I was able to reference something.
It's a little more complicated, but I feel like I've done so much theater that it's somehow in my wheelhouse. Like I'm not freaking out. I got okay, you gotta negotiate. So I kind of understand some of it.
I really was trying to tap into the role, which I think helped me a little bit because I was being someone else. I don't know, they're all hard. Every week has been hard.
I think it did add maybe a little bit of pressure just because the movie was so iconic. Mm-hmm. So I think for me, choreographically, I really wanted it to be something really special and people really loved because everybody really loves that movie.
It made it easier to get into it. I grew up in the 70s, so that part was really fun. But you're emulating a character like John Travolta, who is a dancing icon, and that's intimidating.
Yeah, she did a great job. Doing a theme week is more fun, but it's also a little bit harder because you have to stick with that theme. So sometimes it might not be the best dance for that song, but you kind of have to stick to it because it's the movie theme.
That's going to do it for this week's On the Red Carpet at Dancing with the Stars. Of course, we'll be here next week. And remember, for all your entertainment news, follow On the Red Carpet on Facebook and Twitter and at OTRC on Instagram. We'll see you next time.